Woo, we got a big old gust of wind. What's up, guys? So today I have the Panasonic Lumix G7. I got it over the weekend, and I think this is going to be my daily driver for the next little while anyways, until I upgrade again. But this little camera feels so good in my hands. It's got a nice grip. It's got a nice zoom lens. It's got all these rockers and buttons and function buttons everywhere. It's got an articulating screen. Shoots in 4K. As well as an amazing photography camera. So this is going to be my daily driver for a while. It's got a microphone jack, articulating screen, autofocus, and it's got over 10 places to add a function. So I can put ISO somewhere, I can put aperture somewhere, I can put all these different tools that I use, white balance, all these different tools that I use, I can put them on, program them onto different buttons, which a lot of cameras do. But yeah, guys, this is the Panasonic Lumix G7. Here we go, guys. What's up, guys? Over the weekend I bought the Panasonic Lumix G7. And the reason I bought this camera is because I'm trying to upgrade my YouTube channel to 4K. I want to get better video, I want to get better audio. I always want to improve myself, and this is one of the things I decided to do. Now, I saw some reviews on the G9, and as much as I want the G9, it's about $1,500 right now. So I don't want to spend that much money, but I still want a good camera that's reliable and shoots 4K video. And since this one is the little brother to the GH4, which has amazing reviews across the board as being the filmmaker's choice as far as Panasonic goes, and even like across the board, there's, the Panasonics are good at heat sinking, so they don't overheat when they're taking long videos. So this guy can go 30 minutes without shutting off, and it can continue to record. I've seen up to an hour of record time, and that's just using the internal storage. So if I just keep the camera on and it's just using the lenses, it doesn't take that much heat to produce an image to an HDMI signal. So I can use my Ninja Assassin, which can record 4K ProRes video off of an HDMI signal. I can use that with this camera, plug them both in, and I can record my kids' entire Christmas program, or guitar recital, or whatever I want to do. So I'm not limited to these tiny little video bursts. Now, this YouTube channel If all you're doing is doing a YouTube channel and you don't ever need to record an hour at a time, then this camera and a lot of other cameras are perfect. I've seen some cameras only have like a 5-minute record time, and I don't know what you can do in 5 minutes, guys, to be honest. I know my YouTube channel, I talk for probably 20 minutes every time I make one of these videos, and then I try to trim it down to 10 minutes, but most of the time I only get it down to about 15 minutes. So I can't imagine only being able to record for 5 minutes and then my camera shutting down after 13 minutes. I wouldn't get anything done. Now, if I was a vlogger and I was just doing these short little, 30-second comments here and there, then something like that would be perfect, because those cameras are a lot smaller. But the reason I picked the Lumix G is most of the time I'm on my lunch break, I'm driving in the car, and I don't need something that's super compact, but this camera is compact enough so that I can have the lens, the camera, the shotgun mic. I can put all that in a small bag. It can fit in my backpack that I take to work with my work laptop in it. So for me, this guy's perfect. Will I update to the G9? Probably. But for now, so this is to give you kind of a rundown. This is the G7. There's a G85 and there's a G9 out. There are a lot of similarities, but I know with the G9 they've focused more on photography. But this camera itself is really, really awesome at photography. So we're going to show you some of the pictures I took out here. It's super windy and it's kind of chilly, so I'm going to take some pictures, but this is just my initial thought video, so I'm not going to go too crazy. I might do a review later on this week, but I kind of want to use this with my other 4K cameras. So I have a camcorder that's a Sony AX33, and that's the footage that I used at the beginning of this video to kind of show you the Lumix. Right now we're recording on the Lumix G7, and I also have an RX0 by Sony, which is not a 4K camera out of the box, but if you plug it into your Ninja Assassin, it becomes a 4K camera. So I'm going to try to combine all of these cameras, and I think a really good video would be sort of a field test with my Ninja Assassin. So let's say, I'm doing production and I have to record the conference, and then I also need to record interviews, and then I need to get B-roll shots. So I think, and it's going to be interesting to see going back and forth between Sony and Panasonic to see where the color differences are. Right now I got an airplane going over me, so it'll be interesting to see if you can hear me through the shotgun mic while this airplane goes overhead, and there's leaves blowing in the breeze, and we got water moving different places. We even got an owl up here. I was trying to take a picture of that owl, but I couldn't find the owl. But he was cooing or whatever, hoo-hooing or whatever they do. But so anyway, this is just my initial thoughts. So far, I think the video quality is amazing out of this camera. I have noticed the little autofocus here and there that kind of goes in and out. Right now, I have it set to focus right here and to meter right here. So hopefully, as long as I stand in this spot, it's not going to try to focus on the background. That's an important thing to know where your subject's going to be whenever you're setting up your autofocus, because a lot of people just turn on their autofocus, and like my Canon EOS M6, I don't even have to touch that autofocus. That autofocus knows where my eyes are, it knows where my face is, and it has a dual pixel, so it, like, the autofocus on my Canons are money. But the autofocus on the Panasonic cameras, they're not all that bad. They just take a little nurturing. Now we got a train going through, so let's get the train. kind of a tough shot to get. I've got a bright sky behind me. I'm in the shade, and I'm anxious to see how good this shot is. Now I'm looking at the view, I'm looking at the screen, and if I move in, you can see that you've got vivid colors. You've got the reds, you've got the grays, you've got, you know, my beard, my hair, but you also have the blues of the sky, and I can tell by my zebras that this part of me is blown out and the clouds are blown out. So if I back up a little bit, I can tell that my face is not blown out anymore, but the background is kind of blown out. But this would be kind of a good contrast shot. And I'm going to play around with the settings in this camera as I go to see if I can get this shot better, because I think it would be a really cool shot for me to be standing here, or to have, you know, your subject stand there with the blue sky and puffy clouds. I really want my video to be crispy. I want the shadows to be there. I want the highlights to be there. I want the saturation to be money. I don't know if I really want to do like cinematic brown Instagram type videos, unless I'm doing like a period piece, or I'm doing, you know, a specific cinematic movie that needs to look like it's The Matrix or something. But I tried to do that when I began this channel. If you look back at some of my first unboxings, they're like brown. And I was trying to record an S-Log, and I was trying to use Film Convert to convert the video to something beautiful, and it was just a mess. So I'm going to learn how to do that a little bit better for you guys. So yeah, guys, this is the Panasonic Lumix G7. This is going to be my new camera. This is going to be my new daily driver for a while, and we're just going to see how things turn out. See if this is an improvement to the channel, or if it was just a waste of money. But guys, since this is the G7 and it's been out for 2 years, I got it for a killer deal. And this camera goes on sale, goes in and out of on sale. Like it kind of goes from like 800 right now to down to like 500. The link that I found in the description is a pretty good price on Amazon. So if you're looking at getting a camera for your vlog or your daily YouTube videos, I think this would be perfect for you. Especially even if you just want to deal with 1080 right now. This thing will record in 1080, but when you get that new computer for Christmas and you want to start rocking out 4K video, you've already got a 4K camera if you get this guy. Some things that I like about it is it's got all these function buttons, so I can program, I think it's like 10 function buttons or 10 functions all over the camera that I can program to do whatever I want to. So I can customize it to the way that I shoot video, or I can customize it to the way that I take pictures. So like, subscribe, and have a great day, guys. Blessings.